It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Vikings. Next on Madden NFL 22.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run on first down. Faulkner, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 85 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, Rowe, and Winslow brings it in over the middle. 7 yards to pick up there. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the
shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rowe. This one caught by Winslow. And he's taken down inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the Saints have taken the early lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
And now they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out with that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Back to throw. Rowe. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. To throw on 3rd down. Rowe. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And in this first quarter play, this will remain a tie ball game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down. Rowe. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sullivan. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On 1st down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, or for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. On first down, Ryan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
2nd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Rowe. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the rookie's going to learn as he goes. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards to pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Rowe. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rowe. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Ryan. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's got room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rowe into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there. And now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point. That's complete to Shipley. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
First down, New Orleans.
On 1st and 10, Rowe. They will find Winslow. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Throwing on first down. Rowe. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Rowe. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So turnover. And now, as with every potential turnover, it'll take a second. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rowe. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Another carry for the running back.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun. Rowe. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Faulkner. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Ryan's throw complete there to Johnson.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Rowe. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw on 3rd down. Rowe. He finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll run on first down. Faulkner. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50. 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
the 17-yard line.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So Matt LaFleur had it right, and he'll wind up winning that challenge. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rowe. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. On first down, Rowe. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. Back to throw again. That'll be caught by Shipley.
Rose pass. Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw. Rowe. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And that'll be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Faulkner. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. To throw on 2nd down. Rowe. He finds his man. Complete. That's Sullivan. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Rowe. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. On 1st and 10, Rowe. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He's going to air one out. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. 44 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Ryan to throw. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Ryan. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing now is Ron, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Now for the point after. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra point attempt to come here. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And
so we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
3. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run on first down. Franks, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the right column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Carter?
That we were. I just love being able to be witness to a game like